Hey, welcome neighbors. This is a quick video, a quick tip on how to fill in those trouble spots just with some mixture that we're gonna make, and we're gonna fill it in. If I can do it, you can do it. Come on, let's go. Welcome back, neighbors. Today we're gonna patch up a couple small areas in the yard, some of them little trouble patches. We're gonna try to do a simple patch here by mixing a couple soils together. We got mushroom compost, we got organic in-ground soil, they call it, and sand. We're gonna mix all these together, make us like a little patch material to put over those bad areas and encourage the Bermuda grass to grow in. Now, if you remember, I did a video a couple weeks ago about digging out those bad patches. That's a last ditch effort when nothing else works. This is a very simple thing you can do. You can put it over top of the soil and allow the Bermuda to go in, or I'll show you that we're gonna dig down a little deeper and just fill up that soil area with some really good organic material to encourage growth all the way through there. So let's check it out. First thing I'm gonna do is take the organic soil. We're just gonna put this in our wheelbarrow. Now look, I know this material is not perfect. There's plenty of sticks and stems and twigs in there, but that's okay for what we're doing. Now we're gonna take our mushroom compost, add it in there as well. Again, you'll see a lot of the sticks and stems and all that garbage that we don't really like in there, but it's gonna be okay for what we're using it for right now. Add the sand. We could really do another 50-pound bag of sand in here, but again, we're just doing some small patch areas, so we're not too concerned with it. You can mix with a shovel, but mixing by hand is much easier and faster. Here's one of our little patch areas. This one's pretty small and not too bad. So I'll show you what we're gonna do with a simple one like this. So this patch right here is not all that big and not too bad. So this one, we're just gonna scratch up the surface and add some topsoil to it. So I'm just gonna take my fingers and kind of scratch up around the edges. Remove the dead stuff. I pull out the yellow stuff. There's some good growth there, so I'm gonna leave it. See if we can get you down in there so you can see this. All I'm doing is scratching around here, leaving the good stuff, pulling up anything that's yellow and looks dead. Then I'm gonna dig down just a little bit to give me some place for my soil. You can use a shovel if you want to. That is up to you. Now look, I'm just trying to give a good bed for Bermuda to want to grow. Take a handful of some of my compound. Mash it down in there real good. That's a pretty good patch right there. We'll keep this watered for the next couple weeks, and we should be seeing some good growth going through there. We'll keep an eye on it. Now we're just going to move on to the next one. Got a weed right there. Same thing. Just taking my finger, pulling up the dead stuff, keeping the living stuff. We got some good live growth starting to go in there. So this was probably going to take over anyway, with or without my help. But this right here is going to really help, should turbocharge the growth. Small handful of compound. I'm just mashing it in there. I don't want this to become a divot, so I'm going to overfill a little bit. And again, keep those areas watered in. Let's go find some more places. There we go, we spotted a couple right here. I'm literally just walking around the yard and looking for bare spots. You can see this again. See all that? Dead growth in there. Just gonna remove that. Any good green Bermuda that I see in there, I'm gonna keep it in there and let it grow. But all the dead stuff, I'm just pulling out of there. We're just trying to give it the best home that we can and encouraging growth. If you get a bigger area, you can just take your shovel, dig a scoop out, and then fill it back in with your soil compound. Got some good roots going through there. I don't want to destroy those. Got my finger around the outside perimeter, and I'm kind of breaking up a little bit of the roots from the good grass to encourage them to grow through this patch. Whenever a root gets broken, it automatically stimulates new growth. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's pretty good there. We'll go ahead and do this one. You can see we got a little patch of green in here. Maybe you can't see that, but see a little patch of green. So I'm just gonna rub this one a little bit, put some soil around it, and encourage that to grow. Not gonna go too deep on that one. So this is pretty easy process. We've already knocked out about 4 trouble spots here in about 10 minutes or less. Now I'm going to take my compound to the next hole that I see, or next bad spot. We did not have to go far for that one. See, this one has some growth in the middle of it. We're going to try to keep that and pull out all the other stuff. Some really good roots in there. All right, putting down our mixture. On this one, I'm gonna cover up our grass a little bit because I want to bring it up. I'm gonna encourage that grass to grow up through there so this won't be a divot anymore. It's not a good practice to cover up all the green that you have, but in this scenario, we're going to do it because I want to bring it up. On to the next one. So I'm gonna get the shovel on this one. This spot is pretty bare. I'm just gonna go down an inch or two. There's part of our problem. Get a rock into there. But it's not a big deal. So you can see that anybody can do this. It's not super difficult or complicated. Just about getting out here and doing it. That's 90% of yard work. Just about getting out here and doing it. See, this one's gonna do pretty good because you can see it's already starting to get some runners in there. So that is the beauty of Bermuda. It has runners that want to run out and fill in holes. So you give them topsoil, you give it a good place to live, and that Bermuda is going to go there. That's what we hopefully did, is give the Bermuda some good, healthy places for it to fill in. we'll see what happens over the next couple weeks. Thanks for joining for this quick tip. So now we have a bunch of ugly black colored spots in the yard with sand and compost. They look ugly, yeah. And they will look ugly for a couple weeks, but that's gonna give that Bermuda a chance to fill in. It's all about doing what you can to make it better later. You can do it, I can do it, we can do it together.